Hey Hofstra fans, welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report. I'm Carrie Schreiber, joined by Hofstra field hockey coach Kathy Angelis. And Coach, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Karen.
And now you guys just coming off of a win against Ryder. It was an emotional game sponsoring Hodgkin's Lymphoma Awareness Day in honor of your alumnus Jillian Geisen. What did it mean to see the entire Hofstra community come out to support her?
Well, it was awesome, really. I knew a month ago when we reached out to the alumni and we told them we're going to be dedicating the Ryder game to Jill. The response from all the alumni that were available, and even people who couldn't come in, who were just responding and saying that we're going to do our best to get there and to support Jill. So it was really exciting. You know, we knew we were going to have a lot of alumni, but it was just, like I said, you know, we didn't think we were going to hit that many people, and you know, we're really happy that we could.
Then I know also she gave a pregame speech to the team, and you guys come out right after, score 3 goals right off the bat. What did she say to the team?
Well, you know, I texted her the day before just to touch base with her, and we have been talking all week, and asked her if she wouldn't mind, you know, giving a quick speech, motivational speech break before our game, and she got back to me saying absolutely, and so she came in, and it was very inspirational, and she talked to the players about, you know, how she's now fighting cancer, but you know, all the years of being a Division I athlete and fighting every single day for playing time and training in the off season and everything that goes into becoming a Division I athlete, and how this has really helped prepare her for her fight now. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It was very moving and certainly a great experience for our players. So, yeah.
So then a little while later, the defense slipped a little bit. Ryder was able to tie it up, but then you guys score 3 unanswered, come back and get the win. What was that surge of energy that you saw from your team?
Well, we got shocked, and you can't let your guard down for a minute. With Ryder, they're a fantastic team, and it's always challenging playing against them. And we know if any mistakes in the backfield or even in the midfield area could lead to a scoring opportunity, Ryder. And hey, they took advantage of that, and yeah, they tied it up. So we called timeout with about 16 minutes or so left, and just looked at the players. Look, guys, look. You know, and I didn't even have to say much. We had a few tactical things, but from there we just went out and we did everything we needed to do. And you know, the first start of that was Carissa Whitmer. We moved her to the left midfield and wanted to get her into the circle and wanted to get someone who was just going to finish in the circle. Not that our forwards weren't, but I think just a little change, adding her a little bit higher on the attack. In the attacking, you know, third might change something. So I thought she did a great job. She took the ball in, kept it on her stick, and she was challenged by 3 defenders and right past all 3 of them, put it right into the goal. So I thought it was a great, you know, really a great opportunity from someone who's been playing in the backfield. And then it wasn't a matter of time before the striker line got together and was able to put in 2 additional goals, which were all 3 of them. You know, I can't credit them enough for what they did, and you know, be able to finish like that. So.
Then also you saw goals from 5 different players. What does that say just about the depth of this team?
Well, that just you know, it shows that we have so much depth, and you know, for several years we're always depending on Janelle, and of course she's obviously, you know, our #1 leader on the striker line, and anyone surpasses 100 points, you know, certainly has shown that. But it's really a credit just to see how many players we have that can finish any given time, and all of them were great goals, and even the lead up from our just starting our attack in the back line through the midline. We moved the ball so well in this game, and it really was just such a wonderful game to see how we moved the ball so well, and it was because of that movement that led to these goals by these strikers. But yeah, like I said, overall it was an exciting 16 minutes, and we had so many, you know, people in the stands to come back and score 3 goals for them. You know, that was exciting. So.
And also freshman goalkeeper Carrie Swan had 2 saves in the second half. What have you seen from her in net as of late?
Yeah, well, you know, obviously she's been very consistent, and we've been winning the last several games with her in net. So she's getting more and more confident. She is just a freshman, and she's only been playing Division I hockey now for about 2 months. So I think she's doing a great job where she is in her game, and you know, we're looking forward to her continuing to pick up her game and continuing to work with the back line.
So then up next, you guys take on 2 Colonial Athletic Association rivals in Delaware and Towson. and Delaware being number 1 and Towson being number 7, how do you prepare for different teams on different ends of the CAA spectrum?
Well, the biggest probably game that we have to face is going to be Towson because we're playing on their field turf, and that's a switch of surface for us. And so we are going to be practicing this week over at the lacrosse stadium on the field turf and just beginning to acclimate to that type of surface. And it is a different game, but we have to perform on it, and I know we definitely can. So we're going to get a few days, actually all week, we'll be on field turf in preparation for Friday. And I feel once we get out there and just get some time on the turf, it's not going to be a problem with us. So that is a transition we have to make, and then we have to turn around on Sunday and go back to water base in Delaware. But it's going to be a tough weekend. It's going to be a huge weekend. But we're on a roll right now, and we've got a lot of confidence, and we're right now we're tapping our potential, and that's great. We always have room to get better and better, and that's just going to happen as we continue to perform and get more and more experience. So this is a huge weekend for us.
Then after this weekend, there's only 2 more CAA games left. Then what is that sense of urgency like for your team, knowing that the championships are coming up?
Yeah. Well, this is CAAs, and now this is where we, one, our expectation is to get into the championship, and we expect that to happen. 2, we want to make sure we get a high seed, and so with a 1 loss to Northeastern, although they're still sitting up there pretty strongly in CAA, we've got a chance to get a high seed at this point. So right now everything is open, and we're just excited to take 1 game at a time, and that's going to be the focus.
All right, Coach, well, focusing 1 game at a time, what's going to be that key to getting 2 victories this weekend?
Well, I think what we have shown this whole year is that we are by far one of the most resilient teams that I have had the privilege to coach, and I think that's huge, especially when we get into games that are going to be so tight, and they will, the remainder of these games. And we continue to play. We have great chemistry and just great teammates and people, and I think that has really been helping us click. And we're talented, there's no doubt about it. We have 25 very talented people. It's getting the right chemistry and getting the right players to play together. And so we're doing that right now, and it's just, the gelling's just been fantastic. So we've got to maintain that, really.
All right, fans, once again, that was head coach of the Hofstra Pride field hockey team, Kathy DeAngelis. Coach, thanks for the time and best of luck.
Great. Thank you very much, Karen.
No problem. And now you guys can follow along the Hofstra field hockey team on GoHofstra.com.